Watch the video and then get into it.
Okay.
Time older women try to give. It always circles back to being about a man. No disrespect to Phylicia Rashad. I respect that lady. I think she's beautiful. She's talented. She's everything. But she is a pick me also. I already peeped the game when she was riding for Bill Cosby. I don't feel like getting into all of that, but she was on the Breakfast Club and she was talking about the way that women dress today. Now she's entitled to her opinion. That's totally fine. And I was okay with the message until she said, and most importantly, no man wants a woman that dresses whatever way they were talking about. Why is that the most important element when it comes to how a woman is dressing? And why don't people understand that not all women date men? There are some women that don't date men. There are a lot of women out here that have opted out of dating entirely and don't care about what a man want to see her in. Why does everything older women say always have to go back to a man? I don't understand that. They need to reprogram their minds. They need to reprogram their minds. Like, it's 2025. We work too hard to have autonomy, to always have to be connected to what a man likes and what a man doesn't like. If y'all constantly keep saying, oh, men don't like when women dress like this, men don't like when women wear their hair like this, wear lashes, wear makeup, this or whatever, and a woman is still doing those things that a man doesn't want, wouldn't that tell you that we don't fucking care? Coco and Ice T. She dressed however she wants to dress. She do whatever she want to do. And he's been married to her for how long? There are plenty of men that don't be getting in women's business like that. They don't care about policing women and trying to control a woman's every move. Y'all be the ones who try to control everything y'all women do because y'all are insecure and y'all care about the public's perception of you. And like I said, I would be totally fine with the message if she kept it about the women and themselves. But to constantly always have to bring something back to a man, it's crazy. It's getting old. It's been old.
Hey man,
Man.
I'm a Jock. You the guest on the show, brother. I'm gonna go to you first, and then we're gonna circle back after that. I got something to say.
Look, this has always been like a tough topic where I get where she's coming from, where she's saying like all women are not doing things just for the men, right? I guess they want to do it for themselves or for whoever else. Um, I don't agree with the fact that I never agree with the fact that, oh, policing what she wears or policing this because you're insecure. I think that's just cat. Like I just think I think women use that as an excuse to do what they want to do and wear what they want to wear. Respect me. If I'm outside in gray sweats all day long hanging and then you like how you gonna feel about that? Like you out no, I'm telling you, like it's the truth. Like, because at the end of the day, it's like I want you to look beautiful. I love it. Yes, that's fine. Like do what you do, but let's have some respect for each other. Like it's guidelines to how you should go out looking and things like that. And then they rave over the guy that lets they're out with their woman and she's naked basically, like neck, like there's no more imagination. So we a bunch of guys that already from the time she walk in the door, you undressing her straight from the door. Straight from the
For sure.
door. You want somebody to be objectifying and looking at your woman like that and trying to pass it off like, oh, I'm secure. Bro, lock in. Like that have some type of respect for yourself. Like, and this I'm talking about for the men. Have some type of respect for yourself. Now, her wearing what she want to wear, like I'm never going to be like, oh, she dressed like this. Like, you grown, wear what you want to wear. But mine's, we got to do something different. Like you gotta have some type of, because you gotta have some type of respect for yourself. Because if I'm going to be out here, because we can both do the same thing, right? Not saying that in a petty way, but if the shoe was empathize with me, if the shoe was on the other foot, and I'm out here looking like this, you don't want no girl to be. The internet is crazy now. You post something up in some pajama pants, some gray sweatpants. It's cooked. Your man is the internet's now, right? You're done. The man is the internet's now. So you got to think about that
That, though.
from that standpoint as well. Like, you feel me? So yes, I mean, dress the way that you want to dress that makes you happy and makes you feel beautiful, but just have some respect with it. That goes both ways because we in the era now where guys out here thirst trapping.
Yeah, it's
You're a
crazy.
man and you out here thirst trapping. Like,
Yeah.
so I mean it goes both ways, you feel me? So
Jay be
I
doing that.
definitely
Y'all follow him on IG. He be doing that.
so I definitely I mean I like I agree with her point of we got to get out that thought of that every woman is not just doing this for a man, right? It's a lot of things that can play a part. You won't be doing it for a man, but then you could be doing it for yourself. You could be doing it for social media. You could be doing it for that's a lot of stuff. Like everybody want to be perceived a certain way. Everybody want to have the best body. Everybody want to act like they got this gym routine. Like I said, it goes both. It goes both ways. Like so, even if you're not doing it for a man, who are you really doing it for? You feel me? Who are you really doing it for?
Yeah,
You
for
know.
sure.
So
We got a comment. Steve, since they said men know that women aren't doing it for us, got to stay out the business that does not serve me. Can't be scared of the internet. So I'm going to go. I agree with Jock in the sense that like we represent when you got a lady, y'all represent each other. I'm cool with
Right.
that.
for sure.
I'm going to say this, man.
Oh.
Nah, come on, man. Don't do me like
Talk
that,
to
bro.
him. Talk
Don't do
to
me
him.
like that, bro.
Talk to him.
We it is the absolute truth that we judge the outfit that we see and we make a judgment call based on those things. Now, I'm not getting into if it's fair or not. If you and look, there's a way to show skin and me not think that. It's all about how you show it. Like typically, this come down to showing skin, right? It's a way to show that to still do your thing, show your body.
For sure.
Now,
For sure.
is it right for me to judge? No. Does the mind go there? Yes. And I hate when people act like that doesn't play a factor. That's like the dude that's in the club every Friday night. He's like, yo, I'm looking for love, dog. But every Friday night, I'm in the same spot doing the same thing, hunting. I'm hunting every single day. You understand what I mean? Like, nah, dog, that's not one of those things where what up, what up, what up, what up. That's not one of those things. There's not one of those things where it matters. And I'm gonna say this. It's not Phylicia Rashad is not being a pick me, dog. She's really telling you the truth of how most men think. And my question would be, if all men said that, would it still be valid? Would you still say, if every dude said, nah, we look at you this way, would it matter then? Because I can't find one that don't got a lady that's like, oh no, dress any type of way, show everything you want. I'm still gonna want you. No, it's not happening. It's not happening. It's not happening.
It's not happening.
It's not. Jay Lewis, what y'all think, bro?
I think
You wanted to show that. Never mind.
I think Phylicia Rashad definitely not a pick me. Let's start with that.
Mm-hmm.
To piggyback off what Jock was saying, I think that her calling like a man insecure because he doesn't want her out there that revealing and all that stuff. No, that's just a man with self-respect. And you don't have enough respect for your man in that instance if you going outside like that. You can be sexy in different ways. You can, and another thing that she said that kind of, I was like, okay. She said that we're not doing this for men, right? We're not doing this for men. We're not. Okay, so if you're doing it for women, whatever. So you putting on a see-through dress with just some tape over your titties, right? You saw yourself in the mirror before you left. So who you really doing it for? You knew what you had on. So all this, oh, we're doing this for us. Man, you can miss me with all that. You want the attention from somebody, whether it's male, female, indifferent, whoever. You know what I mean? But I just can't get down with this. It's 2025. We need to listen. Just have some respect. Moral of the story. All that lady was saying was have some respect for yourself. And if you do have a partner, have some respect for your partner.
Asia?
So yeah, let me couple things. I actually agree with what y'all are saying, right, from your perspectives, right? But I do want to address certain things that she was saying in the video, because here's the thing, like I also do not believe that Phylicia Rashad is a pick me, right? I think that when it comes down to who was sending the message, right? So for instance, she brought up Ice-T and Coco. If Coco were to say that same thing, I would have an issue with it because it's Coco saying it. She dresses how she wants to dress. Right. And then to try to police how women dress, that would be a whole different story. It's coming from Phylicia Rashad, the internet's mama, who is known for being classy and graceful.
Mm-hmm.
She is speaking exactly the way that she should be based on her character, right? And so, and I also have a challenge with this, like, if the shoe don't fit, keep it pushing, right? She's obviously not. She is coming from a what we'll call like a heteronormative lens, right? So of course it would not relate to women that date other women, right? It would not relate to women that are trying to seek attention from the male gaze, right? And to be honest, just so y'all know, sometimes women really don't dress for men. A lot of times we really do dress for ourselves and also for other women. For example, when I'm getting dressed, I'm not hitting up some dude, I'm hitting up my girls.
Mm-hmm.
When I'm going out, I'm not looking to dudes. I'm looking for that compliment from shorty across the room, right? And it's like, yeah, see, I did put this on, right? So sometimes it's really about, yes, us, but also for the female gaze as well. So there were some things that y'all said that I was like, I agree with, and there's also some other things that she did say in the video that I do think are also valid, right? But I think when it comes to a respect thing in a relationship between a man and a woman, right? I think that it should be certain things that are just like, like if you feel free and however you want to dress, like even with Kanye and whoever he's with, he dresses them most of the time. And to the outside looking in, it's like, why would she wear that? Meanwhile, her man is like, yeah, that's mine. You know what I'm saying? So
So
I think
Asia,
it's different.
Asia, you don't never walk in the house like I'm about to kill these things when I walk in this thing right now.
Yeah, for sure. That definitely happens. I'm not saying that it doesn't happen. What I'm saying is because y'all are only speaking from the space of women dressing for men. Like it is a thing. Like y'all can't be dressing for yourselves. I'm just letting y'all know that's not true. Like, yes, there are times that when we're going out, if we are going out, it's like to look good for men. Yeah. And then there are also times that we're not paying them any mind. I'm going out with my girls to look good with my girls.
Okay. Lewis, you mighty quiet, bro. What's your thoughts, bro?
I hated the video.
Okay. Go ahead, bro.
I get Asia's point. I'll just piggyback. Men, we dress for ourselves. I'm not dressing to get a compliment from, you know what I mean, the opposite sex all the time. Sometimes I'm dressing to feel important and feel empowered.
Mm-hmm.
What I'm starting to see a lot of, what I think is, and I really don't like it, is the disassociation between men being the goal, right? A relationship being a goal, because the same expectations that she alluded to about you don't do this because you want to be able to get a man or you want the right type of man, etc. We deal with those same things. It just looks differently, right? We have to have a good job. We need to drive a nice car. We got to have ourselves together.
Mm-hmm.
We're not sitting up here complaining about that, right? You got to make sure you're clean cut. You want to create the opportunity for you to be able to make a choice or to attract the woman in which you desire, right? So I think we all have those things and expectations that come with gender, but to criticize generations before or people who maybe perhaps think differently than you, I think is immature. I think it's unreasonable. I think that I don't know where we I'm really getting upset. I really don't know where we are in a society where that is such a big deal now. Like that's such a big issue. I get the point of everything you do being tied to someone else or to an opposite sex. And I think for a long time women didn't have the voice or the platform that they have now. But I feel like where we're getting to now is such a far. We've it's kind of had so much of an effect to where we're now on the total opposite side of it. I don't know how to phrase it. I'm trying to find the right words, but I feel like we've shifted so far from what the norm used to be as a part of the resistance to what was maybe before.
Yeah.
Like
and Lewis, I could piggyback on that, man. They be lying. They lying, man.
Say it again.
They lying.
They as in whom?
They man, I ain't so you're about to get me caught up in that.
Who's lying though? Who's lying, Keenan?
Hey, Asia, we partners, dog. Like, come on now. You know, like this is my thing. Hey, look, I'll jump out there.
Say it.
I'll jump out there. I feel like if you single, hey, look, respect to the video. If you're a single woman and you out and about doing your thing, you dress a certain way, you were trying to get attention. You were out looking. I'm not saying I'm not saying there's an insecurity. I'm not saying you don't love yourself. I ain't saying self-care. I ain't getting into all that shit. But what I am saying is when people putting on this stuff going outside, they're looking to seek attention from somebody that could be a potential partner. Whatever that partner may be, whether it be sex, whether it be a relationship, whether it be buddies, whatever that case may be, you're going there in certain environments to look for that. And if you look like this all the time, a guy is going to judge you.
Yeah.
They are. If you look one way all the time, it's not like I stepped out and wore this. You wearing the same thing all the time, and I literally don't have to think about what you look like naked. That's crazy.
That's insane.
It is crazy, but let me throw something in real quick. That is crazy. But Lewis, you said something that was very powerful. The dynamic has like changed drastically, right? So she is disconnected from the older generation because at that time the goal was to find a man, to find a, you know what I mean, like to present yourself in a way to where that was the goal of the relationship. And I think now it's more so like trying to prove that I don't need a man to define who I am as a person. So now because it's so far, like you said, the far on both ends of the spectrum, that's where the disconnect came from with the Phylicia Rashad video. She's speaking from her experiences in that time to where it was about showing respect for yourself because the goal was to make sure I presented myself to a decent man. Now it's like, oh, I don't need him. I got the degrees, the money. Yeah, we don't need all that.
But that's the problem. You do. That's the problem, though.
Well, that's
right.
Yeah.
I'm gonna stand on that because we need each other. We need our women. You know what I'm saying? But it's true, and I feel like, man, I'm glad Princess ain't on right now. Megan Thee Stallion is the same one that sit here and talk about what she don't need and all this and this independent stuff that she gets on trial and cries about all the men that she got exposed to being with, right? But when she creates this persona to where that's okay, but then you crying about people knowing how many men you've been with for real. What kind of message are we sending? You got people eating that up, you know, but you that same person, you know, that's promoting this nonsense. To me, I think that we have gotten so far away from what reality is, and now people's expectations are unrealistic. And then as a black man, I really feel it, man. Like as a black man, I feel like we are being so undervalued, right? Because our women have done some incredible things and educated themselves and really pulled themselves up from some very, very difficult places to get to where they are. But to the point now where I feel like we are being literally disrespected. To where if I sat here and said getting a good black man is the goal, well, I don't need a black man. When has that ever been the case? When has that ever been the case? What kind of sense does that make? You don't hear any other race talking like that but ours. Sorry, I went dad mode. My bad.
No, you good.
And look. No,
go ahead, Jack.
Let's be clear, right? When we are talking about the way that a woman is dressing, right, and it being appropriate to it being inappropriate, we are talking about, when it comes to inappropriate, we're talking about the skanky look. Let's be real. Like you wear a whole netted see-through dress with pasty. Come on, that's different. Like that's entirely different. We're not telling you not to have your little belly showing or whatever the case is. Like, but we're talking about when they are talking about the way that women dress and them being quote unquote devalued or looked at a certain way because of the way that they're dressing. It's the ones when you go outside and you naked, you look naked. Like, why can I see the lips of anything that you have through what you through what you're wearing, a bodysuit, and then you got piercings and you like you out there like it's entirely different. Like, it's a way to do stuff with class, and I get the fact that she could be dressing for herself just for herself, but where have we gotten to where you want to wake up in the morning and think like, I'm just really not going to wear nothing. I want to be like, where's your shyness? Where's your, like, oh my goodness, like, you feel me? Like, where's, for you, not for a man, for you, where's that at for you? Where's that? These guys ain't about to be looking at me like this. Like, I'm gonna hold it down. I'm gonna be classy. It's gonna be right. Now, like I said, nobody's not telling you not to show your skin or anything like that. Do what you do. But we are talking about you see through see that you got a thong on type thing, a little netted Jamaican shirt with the breast is there and it's only covering your nipples. That's crazy. I don't care what you say. That is insane. Like that right there is insane. It's like you gotta forget about the man, think about yourself. Like you gotta have that much class for your own self to be like, I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna be cute and I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna do it in a different way, but I ain't about to be out here and be naked like I'm in bra and panties. Like you outside, like you at the beach, like you outside regular in the club, like you at the beach, like insane.
Asia, go ahead. I know you're ready. Go ahead, Asia. I know you're ready to go off. Go ahead. Go ahead. Take off.
I'm not gonna go off. I'm not, but I do think that is interesting. Because on one hand, I really, 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 really believe and I agree with what y'all are saying, right? I am right now, I'm playing devil's advocate, and I'm also just speaking from a different lens and perspective, right? So, for example, you then have, let's say, the folks that really, for real, when you talk about like, what do they think about that, or what about for themselves? For some people, it really is like, yeah, I am doing this for myself. This is my moral compass. If I want to dress like this for me, knowing that attention will come, right? Because I think the point also is that people that dress that way are not ignorant to the fact that they are going to get looks from people, the fact that they're going to have people that don't like the way that they dress, the fact that they are going to get attention. It's not that they don't know that that's going to happen. It's the fact that they don't care. They don't care. It's like, yeah, sure, look, do whatever you want to do, or whatever the case may be, but to the point. And sometimes we have this part of this conversation just around like, yeah, but if I was at the beach, right, wearing the same thing, but then people's argument be, well, it's the time and space, right? It's like the environment for it. Well, some people have now said, well, I want to feel like I'm at the beach all the time. And so it comes down to, if that's how they feel, if they're at a place where they sincerely don't care, then there are going to be people within that space that rock with that. We are clearly we're not the people that's saying that, but I think people dress how they want to dress. And there's a whole community of people that rock with it.
Respect. All I'm saying is
You don't respect that.
And I do. People can dress how they want. But my thing is, this is where I be going south. Like in that, and I agree that people do think like that. But you're literally saying people are dressing like this, knowing they're going to get attention. How is that for you?
If I walk out, no, straight up. If I decide, right, to comb out my locks, to dye my hair pink, purple, and white, I'm doing it for me because I wanted to dye my hair that way. But I know when I walk out that door, somebody's got to have an opinion about it. I'm not doing it for them. I'm doing it because I want to, still knowing that a comment or whatever is going to come. So to your question, that's exactly how some people are. It's like, yeah, sure, I know people are going to look. I know people are going to stare. Oh, well, I'm not doing it for their approval.
Your hair. Uh-oh, Lewis, you're worse. Lewis. Hey, what up, Princess? What's happening? Hey, Asia, but this is what I'm saying.
Y'all been talking about me?
Absolutely. No. Well, Lewis was. Hey, but this is what I'm saying, Asia. Your hair, you dyeing your hair is not going to make him not approach. It's not going to make him judge you in the same manner that she was saying.
You're coming from a place, though, of your end goal, to what Shorty was saying in the video, your end goal, though, is saying that the end goal would be to then get married. So let's say there's somebody that's asexual that don't want to get married to nobody. And they,
that's
for
not
real,
who Phylicia Rashad was talking to.
No, I understand that. I'm answering your question, though. I'm saying there are some people, to her point, that really is not their goal. Like, for instance, if I'm single and I'm not looking to date right now, my goal then is not to say, okay, whenever we go to the podcast party, let me get dressed to find my future mate. If I know for myself right now, I'm not in a season where I want to be dating. If that's not a goal of mine right now, that's not going to be the first thing on my mind.
Okay, so I got you. So Matt, what up, Matt? Appreciate you typing in, bro. Say, why do women in a relationship want outside attention?
Answer Aisha Curry.
That's it. Can I say something? Because
Yeah, go ahead.
I literally, first of all, I'm not supposed to be here. I'm the stubborn woman that Jock was talking about earlier. That's why I hopped on, because I heard that statement and I refuse to let it fly without me saying anything. So I am currently the stubborn woman. However,
yeah.
I'm good, y'all. I'm in a good space. Just know that. I will say this, just to Matt's question here. Like, I feel like it's the same concept of men's egos getting stroked, right? Like, it could be an egotistical thing. Y'all need stuff to feed y'all egos. It's the same way. Like, maybe women genuinely desire attention. They thrive off of that. They thrive off of that. That's just a part of who they are.
Mm-hmm.
Why do women in a relationship want outside attention?
I just answered it.
She did.
I ain't hear the answer.
She definitely just answered
You
it.
said they thrive off attention. But what you just did, is you owned it. Most people say it's something else other than that, and masking it as something totally different. But you just owned it. And yeah, men, we like our ego stroked. I've said it. So yeah, I totally agree with that.
Man, Sensei said, I think it's more expression instead of attention. And then Queen Field, appreciate you tapping in. Attention is given, single or not. So I think the only thing with Matt question that I'll tap into is like want outside attention versus if it happens. I think any attention can be validating even if you're not seeking it. But wanting it is a whole nother bag to me. Just a whole nother bag.
Are we only talking about from like the opposite sex?
I brought up the idea of that women sometimes when we dress for the female gaze, not necessarily for the male gaze. For example, like I'm not trying to be the ugly one in my pictures with my girls. I'm just not.
Right.
So if I know all my girls are putting it on, I'm not about to go out here looking bummy and crazy. I'm really just not. I'm not about to sit here and be the ugly friend.
Yeah, I'm not.
I'm not. The reason why I asked is because I'm just thinking about me wanting attention, not necessarily from other men, but just like if I feel like I'm looking good, I would love for someone to validate me. Like it does, like if my man, great, but like let's just say if I post something on Instagram or someone sees me in person, a compliment will be nice because I put time and effort into looking this good. So it's not necessarily like it's going to be the end of my world if I don't get a compliment. But yes, that definitely does boost me. Absolutely. And it doesn't matter whether it comes from a female or a male.
You have on nice glasses tonight, Princess. I like them.
Thank you.
That's crazy.
Hey, somebody get
yeah, I really struggle with the want part. Asia, I really do agree with what you're saying. To answer your question, I don't care what I don't care what picture I take with my friends. That ain't got nothing to do with what I wear. None of that. For me, that what Matt was asking was from the opposite sex. And I'll go out on the limb and say this. I think that's only really applicable to women for real. I hope guys don't go out saying, man, I'm gonna want to do the that man like, hey, bro, you killing it tonight. I don't think that's a goal.
That's a good point. That's a good point. I don't really think it's I don't really think I can see females doing it, but I don't really think guys is like I want my boy. But we different though. I don't think guys thinking like I want my boy to be like, dang, bro, you threw it on. Like you feel me? So I don't really.
What? I don't believe y'all.
I'm not. I'm getting dressed for my boys. Like, yeah, nah, we not doing that.
I
ain't about to be like
with shoes. Yes.
I was just about to say that.
With shoes, yes, it's different.
I feel like y'all do. And I've literally heard in movies and other places where men will be like, I'm gonna hit him with this one. Now I don't know what that means. I'm not a dude.
Say it again, Age, you went out.
I'm gonna hit him with this one.
I can tell you right now who them is.
Like, that's
I look at what
I'm gonna hit him with this.
Them ain't guys.
That's who them is.
Yeah, them ain't guys in that case, Asia. I can guarantee you that. Hey, we got a couple of comments. A lot of women who naturally look good don't want to have attention. They're just going to get it because God has blessed them. A lot of women look super good, don't always want attention for real. The lies you tell, men be stunting on people too. Men definitely get dressed for the approval of their bros.
That's
that one.
Nah.
I was just about to say something bad.
Their shoes, their haircut, their fits, all that. I grew up with 3 brothers and seeing how men get down.
Yes.
Yeah,
Okay.
look, let me tell you something. Getting dressed for your bros when we in high school and it's a fashion show type vibe, that's different. Like 19, 20, I'm not getting dressed for you. Like my
Yeah.
wife like how I look. I'm chilling. I like how I look. I'm not getting at this point in life right now. I'm not getting dressed for you. Yes, if you, I see you growing up with your brothers and you see your brothers like, oh, I'm gonna get dressed like this. My boy gonna wear this. That's young in the house type stuff. Like we young. Like that's what we care about. Like, but growing up and maturing, I'm not about to get dressed for
Not at
my
all.
guys. Like, yo, I threw this on for you. You like this? Yeah, no, I'm not doing that.
But
So
you
y'all
don't.
saying y'all get dressed for yourselves, but women, when we say we get dressed for ourselves, it can't be that way.
No, listen,
No, I
listen,
said I don't
listen,
get. See, no,
listen. It's
Asia, no. I was trying to go
see,
to the next video.
Look, it's not. It's okay. Situation varies, right? When I put something on, like I'll be literally excited. I don't even want to step out the room until I know my wife is out there. Like I want her to be like, I know the look where she know like, oh, all right, yeah, you looking where you about to go, like type vibe. Like, so
Yeah.
that's the point right now where I'm at. You feel what I'm saying? Like, but
I agree.
most of the time, like sweatshirts, black shirt, sweatpants, black shirt, I'm outside. That's it. Like, I'm not about to, you feel what I'm saying? Like if I get dressed for the occasion. So if it's an event, of course I want to look nice at the event, of course. Like, so I'm gonna go to the event like that. But as far as like I mean, like I said, the situation varies because if you got somebody and you locked in, of course I'm not getting out there and then trying to go get dressed for for other women. Uh, it was a point in life where it was like that, where you wanted to, where it was just, I guess you could say other women because social media, like you get to a point where you're like, well, I gotta post this fit on social media. This fit crazy, like I'm gonna get crazy likes. People gonna be boom, boom, boom. You feel what I'm saying? But I mean, can't speak for everybody. For me, I just got to a point where I could have the stupid fits on and don't even post them on social media. Like I'm just like, yeah, it is what it is. Like, yo, that's where I'm at now. Like, but
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, I got
people.
Go ahead, Jack. I'm sorry, brother. I didn't mean to cut you
I
off.
get what people, I like I said, the situation it varies because it's different. But for me, speaking from my perspective, like I'm just at that point. Not saying that everybody at this time in life is at that point, like and it's not saying that that's a point that you got to get to. Like I'm just saying that for me, I be dressing for my wife. I get to a point where I like to look nice or whatever, but
Mhm.
it used to be a point where I wanted to, where I was getting a fit and you thinking like, oh, I'm about to put this on social media. Yes, I was there before, for sure. I was there
Yeah.
before, but now it's like, it's going to be what it's going to be. Like you will see the fit in passing if you see the fit. So
So can I just pose a question, I guess, to the men? So do y'all specifically, well, Brittany can answer this too. Do y'all only get dressed for your spouses? Like, is that the only person that you have in mind when you put that shit on? That you want their approval and you ain't trying to impress nobody else?
yeah, I
Even if
think
it's in the back of your mind.
yeah,
Like,
nah, I'm not getting dressed for nobody else. Yeah, I ain't
I,
getting dressed for nobody. I'm gonna
I,
tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this, right? This
I'm
is a
getting
fact,
dressed
right?
for myself and everybody else.
Yeah,
But
when I put that shit on, it's for everybody.
I'm getting dressed for everybody.
yeah.
Everybody,
See, I don't see.
Jay,
I'm
when you
not
put on
and
that
my man
Lakers,
don't like it the best, but everybody.
on a day to day, like on a day to day basis, right? On day to day basis, you get to, you dressing, whatever. But if it's an event and you going to an event, of course you want to, your ideas like I want to look nice at this event. Like I want to look nice at this. So I guess that could fall in that place where they gonna see me at this event, at this event thing, like, and I'm gonna throw it on, like. But I guess on a just normally, like